scratching at my neck won't leave me alone. Will you see yourself back in the sun? The light, it stings while the night, it sings to me. And I'm normal, how a story I can't tell, but they'll see the gift they've given to me. I could step aside, I could end this life, but this disease, it won't release, it won't be cured by the night. I guess I'm never coming back. I'm holding on
Hello and welcome to SPbN By Night, where we play St. Petersburg By Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. I am your humble storyteller this evening, Bear the Bard, and I am one of many junior storytellers here at SPbN By Night. Make sure to check out SPbN By Night on all social media platforms. That includes X, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. But you should really check out our website, stpbynight.com. We have our city map, storyteller profiles, and a one-of-a-kind threat meter. If you aren't already a subscriber on Twitch, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on all of our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come join our Discord. What are you waiting for? Come be a member of this amazing community. Today, we are playing Bloody Strings, one of many chronicles here at SPbN By Night. Let's introduce our players. Please reintroduce yourselves to the audience.
Hello, I'm Nori, and tonight I am playing Bellatrix the Malkavian.
And I'm Kari, and I'm playing Grey Novak, the Toreador with big dreams and some setbacks.
Hello, I'm Lakar, and I am once again playing Matthew, the well-dressed ne'er-do-well Toreador.
Hello, I'm Chuck EXC, and I am playing Nicholas Baldridge. He sees spiders.
Thank you very much. Last we left off, we kind of followed each of these individuals as they spent the majority of the last week kind of tending to their own businesses. Some people learned a few things. Some people had some interesting encounters. But at the end of the week, we find ourselves back at the Ascent. Everybody kind of, for the most part, coming together for the first time since the night that they, well, specifically Nicholas, saw Edwin cloaked in shadow. We will go ahead and pick up there. The scene is yours.
Grey has a set of large aviators on and a hoodie with the hood pulled up. He's kind of slumped patch. It is obvious that he has not bothered to blush.
I will say Nick's been at the Ascent, is out on the balcony smoking, rifling through a couple articles, just checking over some things he highlighted, and nodding to himself.
Bella is sitting in one of the chairs, both her legs flung over one of the arms, and is reading a leather-bound book. Small. Looks newish.
Matt showed up a little bit later while everyone was there, and okay, I have questions, but we'll save the Unabomber cosplay for later, Gray. Hey Nick.
What's up?
Did you mean actual art?
Yeah, here's the thing. How good are you with spray cans?
You mean tagging?
I mean, I say tagging, maybe we include some brushes and it's less graffiti and more
Archaic and primitive. I mean, don't get me wrong.
bring brushes. Bring brushes.
Nothing aerosolized ever comes within the vicinity of me.
Okay.
On purpose.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get you some cheaper brushes so you're not ruining yours on any stonework or anything like that. But here's the thing. And he throws away his cigarette and walks in. So here's the thing. Okay? There's shit behind this. And I think it's worth it to send a message. Just, some anti-spider stuff, shall we say.
Dude, you need to get laid or something. I don't know, man. Your obsession with this shit is ridiculous.
It's only an obsession if there's nothing to it. There's stuff to it.
No, that's still an obsession.
Semantics.
I don't think it's semantics.
Either way. There's connections. And they do lead to bin.
So, this message you want me to paint around town, essentially, it's for Ben?
No, it's for the ones
like,
that were pulling
related
his
to-
strings.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Why are you wanting to attract their attention?
No, it's not so much. Okay, we'll attract our yes, but no, it's about sending a message.
That's
Yeah, we
attracting
are
their
here.
attention.
I know, and the message is "fuck you." I'm asking. I'm not telling you to do it. If you don't want to,
yeah,
it's
trust
fine.
me. Trust me. Coming from the person who doesn't like to be told what to do, I get that. Yeah, no.
I gotta ask. It's okay. I can do it. Great. Why? Of all the people, he turns like he's energetic. Like it's there's a hyperness to him. But anyway, great. How? Well, of all the people I expected to look drab, you are not one of them. Are you okay?
I'm gonna push the aviators down and look over the top of them at you. No.
He puts the article down. The article's down, and whispers, I'm going to take a wild stab, so you don't want to talk about it. But either way, my ears are open.
Can't really close them, can you? Your ears are always open.
Well, might as well use them then, right?
Instead of antagonizing whoever this goddamn spider is, are we going to do anything productive tonight?
What counts as productive?
Bello, would you like some tea?
Is there anything anybody needs done? Is there anything Edwin called about? Anybody?
Nick will turn to Bella at when Gray mentions Edwin. Edwin. Well, there's some interesting stuff when it comes to Edwin, but it's not so much doing anything. So, in line with what I was talking about, Edwin can, apparently using the ring, just dive into abyssal shadows. Like it's nothing. Also, I'm pretty confident that that ring was for him and not the prince.
That tracks.
What makes you so sure?
here's the thing, and he goes over to a chest of drawers, pulls out, and there's just stacks of various printed papers. So when I was looking into this, right, this is how I found it out. The thing is, Edwin was gaslighting. Okay, like I came to him with like those visions I mentioned earlier. Totally lied to me. Totally lied to me. Fuck him for that. Something about this ring, like, it's too petty for the prince. It's far too petty for the prince. He's not the type to care about Gray's boyfriend for something, almost anything. He's a prince. Also, there's the fact that, you know, we never got to talking to the prince. None of the benefits came from the prince. I mean, I know that's normal keeper business, but still, the difference between the last job and this one, they're pretty clear there. And it took me a bit, but when I saw that Edwin was using the ring to do what he was doing at the cigar and tea shop, the power he was using was far too much, I think, even for him. Not to mention he didn't want to be seen, and I saw him and immediately bolted. Especially after he said that there was nothing to it. It's pieces are lining up. Okay, I am not the best explainer, but the pieces are lining up, and basically, we just gave the keeper something powerful that the prince may not know about. And Bella and I both know that it's dangerous. So
What are you suggesting? We sell out Edwin?
I'm not suggesting it, though. Like, as I said at the beginning, it's not exactly something we to do, but it's something that y'all need to know.
You know, you know what an information hazard is?
I think I'm getting the point.
So, will it negatively affect us with the prince?
Well, there's a possibility, especially if the prince didn't know in the first place, and considering that it was apparently a danger to the prince before Carbine. Possibly. Listen, I've spent a week trying to cover everything I can cover. Okay.
If it possibly does, is it enough for us for the prince to bring his princely justice upon us, or kick us out of the city, banish us?
Well, it would depend on what Edwin does with it. So here's the greater issue. That ring is tied to whatever was going on with Ben, and whoever had an effect on him. These are the spiders. And he quote unquote on the spiders. Whatever this entity's, whoever it is, whatever their plan is, either it was a plan made that's just like an ancient trap being set off now, or it's something that if we are linked to, we could easily take the blame for. Especially since we gave the ring to Edwin.
So do we steal it back from him? Do we convince him to give it to us?
Here's the thing. If it's just suddenly stolen, he knows I saw him. And he knows I made the connection, especially at the conversation we had before we gave him the ring.
Also, If this is as dangerous as you say, and there's a big giant web manipulation of a bunch of spiders going on, why would you get their attention by posting stuff across the city?
Nick seems taken aback for a second. Why would I?
Because you have a death wish. Push the aviators back up.
I don't know why I want to. Huh.
Look, why don't we
That's it.
just... We don't really know Edwin. Let's be honest. We're relatively new to the city. We trusted him because he's the keeper of Elysium, and he provided us stuff. Why don't we alleviate Nick's concerns by learning more about him and what he does and who he's connected to? Maybe we can find out his motives, and that will give us more of an idea of whether or not he's a danger to us and to the city.
He's the keeper of Elysium. If he was danger to the city, he'd have been a danger before us.
Okay, fine. A danger to us. A threat to us and what we want to do.
Sure. What is it that we want to do?
I have goals. I'm sure all of you have personal goals as well. Honestly, having the prince's eyes on me, or possibly his sword of Damocles, whatever it is that he uses, hanging over my head, would impede on those goals I want to achieve.
I think it was a crossbow.
Crossbow of Damocles. It doesn't sound as cool.
More effective, though.
We could just call it a ballista.
Cannon.
Fine. So we talk to Edwin and we tell him what? Like, we think the evil ring is going to turn you into Sauron or something.
I never said talking to Edwin. We talked to people about Edwin. We find out more about Edwin before we confront him, because if Nick is right, he's just going to lie to us.
Yeah. Can we take a second, because Ray just mentioned Lord of the Rings, and while I know it was it was a book back in 1900s, but that implies he either saw the movie or read the book, both of which are very unusual.
Ha ha ha. Yes, I can read, despite your opinions.
Okay, now for something actually serious. Great, what the hell's going on?
Everything sucks.
Why? Normally, no, you're trying to take in my job here.
Kind of gesture at the air in general. Because it's 2024.
right,
This
so-
Victor ghosts you?
No, Victor didn't ghost me. I don't get ghosted. He kind of
There's some of the ground.
pull his phone out and go to tap on it, and it won't work because he's not blushed, and he'll just put the phone away. No, I didn't get ghosted.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the gray now.
Okay, so I did have a conversation with someone about Edwin because I was a little on edge after we dropped off the statue. And unless it is a, the ring tempting him, Lord of the Rings kind of thing, I think it's okay. But if we go and directly say anything to him, yeah, not a great plan. So I say we just keep it business as usual. Keep an eye out. Just follow along, but keep tabs as best we can.
Well,
I
what
mean-
the hell are we even talking about? What is this ring thing? What happened?
Well, here's the thing. The ring and even Edwin are just a stepping stone. It's whoever these threads connect to. That's the real problem.
So you don't know who the threads connect to.
I don't have concrete info on that.
You know, if you are concerned, you could go visit Charlie. She's our primogen and the city's oracle. She might be able to help you understand your visions a bit more. Also, she offered.
Consider-
And
I
you
mean, that's
pissed them off, by the way. You should probably go make amends.
And yeah,
That's-
why would you pick Al and not Charlie?
I'm sorry, what?
You said about us talking to Al. What was that about? Why Al and not Charlie?
Because through the research and through it seems a lot of the threads and information pass through Al.
Yeah, that is fair. If he would be a better source.
Look, you pissed them off. There's a family
Wow.
gathering, and you didn't attend.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Someone invites you to a party, you fucking go.
Invite?
Make it.
What was the
make an
invite?
appearance.
A bagel? Was the invite a bagel that I didn't see?
Oh, God. I don't have the patience for this. Just whatever.
So take offense if the more you're actually, if it wasn't for the fact that the more you talk, Gray, the more worried I get about you.
Shouldn't worry about me. You should worry about yourself.
I
You're
kind
over
of
I
here
never worried about myself.
staking webs and pissing off elders, and
And not
Just-
knowing who they are pissing them off is even a worse idea. Trust me, I never robbed anybody I didn't know who they were. You don't start shaking trees if you don't know what's going to fall out of it.
figure out the webs first before you go climbing through them.
All right. That's how y'all see it.
Fuck, here we go, Blanche.
You took the words out of my mouth, man. Look,
Well, y'all seem pretty fine giving criticism to me. What do y'all want to do? Obviously, my words don't mean shit.
you want to get yourself killed, by all means, get yourself killed. I'm not going to stop you.
No,
I'm not going to stand in the way.
Oh, no, I've got to hear the glorious advice of Gray Novak. Because you're a well of good decisions. You're clearly benefiting from them right now. Unless that dour face is, actually a mask of victory. Please
Whatever.
tell me, what are we going to do tonight?
What I was asking. of sink back into the couch. If I'm not really needed, I need to be here.
I didn't completely dismiss what you said. I think you're going about it very recklessly. Especially trying to stir up people you don't know who you're dealing with. Like Lakar said, you don't know the spiders on these webs. You only have speculations. I also told you to go see Charlie, who is skilled enough in this to become an oracle of the city. Maybe she can give you some insight. But you snub her. You snubbed her twice. And I'm sorry you don't like bagel questions, but guess what? We're all fucking crazy in our own ways, and we're dealing with yours right the fuck now.
Why would I talk to someone who's as caught up in the web as everyone else?
Maybe because the web is fucking helpful and provides information.
Not that web.
Oh, so pretty much you don't want to mention it, but your assumption is Al then.
Well, it's just about it's
And what business
Go
is
ahead.
it of yours?
I was told to send a message.
Okay, kids, you have it out with each other. Let me know when you're done. I'll be around. Get up and head towards the door.
Ever the
If we're actually
coward,
planning on doing something, then call me.
Y'all seem fine doing what you want. That's a lot.
Again, we weren't dismissive of it. We just don't think painting bullseyes literally on our asses is going to solve the problem. We got to be smart about it. And you're a thinker. Fucking think through first.
I was told that it's important.
Yeah.
That a message be heard.
What message?
And by who?
Yes.
Till next time, kiddos. No, we weren't supposed to get headaches. What are we doing tonight? I must have blanked on it.
I'm gonna get up, walk to the wall, and tear down Nick's stuff.
I mean, you could have just asked.
You need to get a hold of yourself.
What?
You obviously have somebody else. You obviously have another personality. Talking, doing things. Have you experienced blackouts?
No. I mean, sometimes I'll zone out, but I'm able to recollect.
Yeah, we just had a full-on conversation with someone that wasn't you.
What?
You have an accent, you're snarky, and you said you had a message, but instead of having the message, the other one just decided to play with us and leave and bring you back. Obviously,
I told
this
you I don't have an accent.
is making it worse.
No, apparently not, because you're not the one with the accent. It's whoever the hell else is playing inside your head has the accent.
I don't let people in my head. And
Well,
guess
then
Vera-
you need to figure it out.
I guess Vera, considering he's being confronted, I guess I'd like a roll to try to overcome some of what's been in him. If that would be all right.
So you want to make a roll to try to confront
Overcome
what it
the-
is.
Confront, at least, like, try to confront the truth of being brainwashed. I'm willing to take a high difficulty on it, since it's his first attempt.
You'll be willing to roll when I tell you to roll.
Fair enough. Sorry, I worded that wrong.
You're good. I'm just messing with you. Give me. We'll call it wits and insight.
I'd say he's too discombobulated to. That is 4 with a what's it called? The massive failure if you have a skull on blood die.
Okay. So I think as adamant as you are regarding having external influences, now that you are thinking about it, at a certain point when you have, if one person makes an accusation, that's something you might be able to overlook. But once you have an entire room of people, maybe it's time to reflect. And as you are thinking on these things, you do have these moments where you seem to zone out. And when you come back, these 3 people who have been working with you for a few months now report the same thing. Weird accent, weirdly confrontational. Maybe there is something to that.
Don't. How? When? Where? No.
While he's losing
Tell
it,
me everything.
yeah, while he's going through this, I'm gonna start gathering the stuff I ripped down into like piles. Except I'm gonna slip a few of them, especially pictures of the ring, to the side for personal use.
As he
Let's see. I can't remember off the top of my head the first one, but there was the chick that was passed out and you threatened me in the kitchen area just now. Yeah, this happens a lot. It's happened frequently. And you've threatened me at least once, and I'm willing to overlook that if you can figure out your shit.
doesn't. I come back with a. I come back. You still have some awareness, though. That's. Can't be DIT. It can't be. Don't understand. It's. Nick remembers being spoken to when Gray persuaded him to look harder when going after Ben. And I will ask, was the voice that spoke to him maybe a little bit close to his own?
Sorry. I think the way you phrased that, I got lost somewhere.
No problem.
You want to...
He's remembering when he was pushed by Gray to use premonition more fully to the night Gray had that party at the exchange.
Right.
He is trying to make a connection of maybe if he can't figure out how, he's trying to figure out what. And he's trying to put together if maybe his beast is getting out.
I'd say with the wits and insight that you rolled, and especially after the encounter that you had that night that you left the group to come back to the Ascent, I think that is a fair conclusion for you to come to.
Nick's hands clench, and then he keeps forcing them from doing so as he's trying to breathe. I had him under control for so long. One night, and his vision snaps to Matt. One night, and all the work is undone.
I will say, I think you also begin to notice that these little blackouts started happening kind of shortly after your first encounter with Benjamin, when he bit off his tongue.
No, not just that. I know we're talking about getting my shit under control, Bella. Did you ever learn anything about that tongue?
Not really, no. I may still have it. Or did I leave it? I don't
believe
remember.
you sent it off with Edwin to have it evaluated.
Oh. Well, we gave it with the man that you are now calling suspicious, so... Might be able to get it back, but I'd send it off to be studied by the Tremere.
Nick is shaking. It's very obviously terror.
Maybe you should enjoy one of your cigars instead of just a cigarette.
Trying to get my mind on track.
Yes, I know, but having something that you enjoy or treasure might help ground you.
I can't reach what I treasure. Someone should go check on Gray. Doesn't seem to be in the best state.
I'll go.
One thing. Bella? Matt?
Hmm.
Not that I think it matters much, but I apologize.
I'll walk by and pat him on the shoulder. We all have our moments.
Um,
I was gonna say, I'll lean my head towards the ruins of where I ripped down the stuff. That might be making it worse, though. You may be onto something, but trying to do it alone might be making it worse.
Don't think doing it alone was my decision. It's one of the many things that scares me.
I'll head out.
Okay.
She didn't say she wanted tea. I really think I've stepped into a fucking Twilight Zone episode.
Matt? I need you to be my eyes.
You mean the... Wait.
I need you to keep an eye on me.
Okay. Yeah, that was... I thought you were gonna do that weird shit again.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that if I can.
Good. Especially if the shit going on in your head isn't entirely under your control, I would prefer you not get in mine.
Well, and at this point, he's not shaking as much, but he's crying tears of blood. It's just a stream as he looks out. It's not someone else, it's me. Not a different personality, it's just me.
I oddly understand that.
Anyway. Bella's right, you're right. I think when you mentioned earlier, I didn't know why I felt the need to send a message. Now I kind of... I don't know what else. Don't know where it comes from. I don't know. I only know what it is, not how. But we got more important things to handle.
Yeah, clean yourself up. We'll see. Well, give the others some time, and then we'll go from there.
Remember what I told you that night at the exchange?
Which part? About the you're terrified of the shit inside you, and I told you we're all terrified of that, or the fact that the worst parts of you come out of the worst moments of your life.
Latter.
You're still alive, for you know what I mean. So you're still doing pretty fucking good.
If I lose the ego and the id takes over, what's the point? Anyway, you're right. Clean up. Just grab it down. Got more important things to do. In a world for those that break down.
And with that, we're going to transition and follow Bellatrix and Gray.
It takes
All right. Bellatrix, you go to find Gray. He didn't get very far. It wasn't very long after he started skulking off that you went looking for him. Seems like you find him heading toward Elysium. You can go ahead.
I will hurry my steps to catch up to him, to walk side by side.
Something you need?
Seems like more like something you need.
I just need time. That's all.
Maybe someone to listen?
Morning is hard.
You lost someone.
Important. Like, I was gonna go see Edwin and have him let me into the Museum of Fine Arts. They got a few pieces there that I just want to stare at for a while.
Can I tag along as a silent companion?
I mean, I'm not good company right now.
It's fine.
Suppose I'm better company than what you left behind, though.
He had another moment. It's obviously a distinct, different personality.
You
But he
sure
doesn't
it's a
even-
personality?
No, because as much as I've been in psychiatric care, I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist. I cannot say for certain. I do know that he doesn't remember. And the accent. And it seems to be driving whatever crazy plans he has.
Possession is a thing that can happen. You should probably get checked out. It's easy to dismiss him because blood is being another personality, but
I mean, I don't think I could check him out very well. My sight isn't that good. Charlie could, but he doesn't trust Charlie.
yeah, and he still hasn't made amends there.
Nope. Though she did offer, she told me to tell him that if he needed help, he could come to her.
I told her I'd talk to him, but obviously
Not in the mood to talk.
really feeling it.
Do you feel like flying? Or do you want to sit in your emotions?
I couldn't get high enough to get away from them right now.
Then I'll save this for later, but I have something new. So when you're not wanting to sit in this.
New?
New.
What's it like?
It's like flying. Almost like I could literally float off the ground.
That's what they said about cocaine.
This is better. And you don't need to put it in people. You can just drink it.
Yeah, no, that. Sure. Definitely want to give that a try.
Later,
Yeah.
let's go look at some pretty paintings and you can get lost in.
It's not a painting.
Statue?
Statue.
Let's go look at pretty statues then.
Assuming that Edwin's willing to let me in. I mean, it's not the Dali.
No. But it is Elysium. As long as we
That's why-
follow the rules.
I'm hoping he can, let me borrow the keys for a little while.
I mean, okay. So he has a point. Maybe we should look into Edwin a little more, just not to that extent.
Why? Just look. If he's right, that means we got played. And I'm not really in the mood to deal with the repercussions of that either. Because that just makes everything even worse. So
We can wait. We have a very long time.
information hazards right now. I'm trying to
Okay.
avoid them.
Did you know that Asylum is going to be throwing a circus?
Yeah. I saw auditions for it.
So did I.
Well, I hope the one you saw did better than the one that I saw.
Not quite sure how it ended. But hopefully they'll be there. They passed their audition.
Reminds me I need to get back out to Tenoche too. I gotta see Carmen. She's a good time. I told you I got her to jump off of one St. Petersburg, yeah.
I think you mentioned that. You didn't really go into detail.
Yeah, well, I owe her for it now, but she did it.
Hmm.
Obviously, she'll do anything for a boon. Even trusted I didn't cut a hole in her parachute.
I'll check my parachute if I ever go jumping off buildings with you.
You should.
I'd probably do it without a favor.
I mean, never trust someone to pack a chute for you.
So, nothing heavy. Except for the emotions you're already in.
Yeah. It's not really wanting to be around people. Hence, kind of shrug his shoulders and gesture to the hoodie.
Yeah. You're not quite up to your normal routine. Still beautiful, though.
And how would be what I was made?
I think that goes for all of us, doesn't it?
For the most part, yeah.
We're just products of what's happened to us and what others have done.
And
Even Nick, I suppose.
I mean, Blanche had a point. I made some really bad choices. Really, really bad choices.
You're not the only one.
Sure. I know that. I'm not going to wallow around it just right now. People are hard.
Then I will be a statue as well. A walking statue.
I say at this point you reach your destination.
Hopefully, Edwin is still at the Dali. I've not known him to be anywhere else, so I feel like he must always be here.
Like normal, you are met by security, brought in, and escorted to the keeper's office. You step in. He's in his more traditional garb, the heavy coat, cap, and glasses. You step in. Great. Bellatrix, please have a seat.
I'll make a quick glance to see if he's wearing a ring or not.
Yeah, so am I.
He is wearing black gloves.
Yeah.
On his hands.
No bulge underneath them.
You can give me what's an awareness?
I'm also looking as well.
Sure. Or you can do investigation, whichever.
I feel like I'm not being as intent as investigating. It's more like just a quick glance for me. So I'll go with awareness.
Sure.
Same. I'm trying not to look too interested, so I'm not being intent.
Interesting.
Wrong window. Five successes.
4 here.
Okay. You notice on his right hand, the index finger does seem to have an odd shape down at like the base of the knuckle. Not so dramatic that it would be easily caught, but the two of you do spot that there is something there under the glove. I will also say you... Never mind. You guys spot that there is something under the glove, and he offers you a seat.
I have a seat.
Sit down as well.
It just came, Edwin, to ask a small favor. Nothing, I think, that is out of your purview. I'd like to get into the Museum of Fine Arts. I know it's late, and I'd like to stay after closing, if at all possible.
I don't see why that'd be a problem. Is everything okay? Is something coming to your attention?
Quite frankly, no. Everything's not okay. And
He wants to look at the art. He wants to be his Toreador self and just get caught up in beauty.
Nothing else needs to be said. That's understandable. This is a public space. As long as you respect the rules of Elysium,
of
there will
course,
be no trouble.
and there aren't going to be any kind around, are there?
We are after hours now. There's no one here except security.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm going to go ahead and walk over there if you just want to call ahead or something.
I will let them know. If you need anything, just let me know.
And to get up and make his way to the door. Thank you again.
Anytime.
I'll walk to the door too. Give it a thank you.
He bows. He reaches over and picks up a little like landline phone on his desk as you step out of the room. You good.
Stuff my hands in my pockets and pull the hood back up as we make our way outside.
You make your way around, and with no issue, you're met by security who let you into the building where the displays and everything are. Is there anything you are looking for a particular, or are you just...
There's a in the Roman section. There is a torso of Aphrodite. He is finding that one and having a seat. We just stare at it for a while and mourn by proxy because there's not something more appropriate.
I will wander around the same room while he's just staring. Just looking at the artwork and thinking. Mostly, it's going to be difficult probably getting that ring from Edwin. Sorry. Getting the ring from Edwin.
Okay.
Can't quite go to Irina to find more information out because Nick mentioned that Edwin had seen him there, and that would lead to too much suspicion. So, trying to work ways around into the web, so to speak.
Okay. Is there anything that you would do? So you were trying to utilize... You want to try to utilize the web to see, like, if you can discern any...
No, I'm just thinking. This is
Okay.
just mental. I'm not trying to do anything right now. I'm just...
Just what's
She's
on your
still in
mind.
planning. Yeah, this is what's on her mind. She's still in planning mode. Does not want to make any moves yet because I want to actually succeed at this and not let it lead back to me.
Okay. So you guys are just going to kind of sit here together with your different things on your mind and just kind of spend the evening here.
With our thoughts, prayers, and feelings.
Sounds like a...
Yeah, after a while, we're probably going to get out of here and go find whatever this new drug is that Bella's promising me is apparently a miracle.
Well, then we shall go back to the ascent. Bear with me just a moment. As we return to the ascent, what is Matthew and Nicholas doing?
I would say Nick sat down, just holding a cigar, knowing not to light it at the moment. As he's seems to have finally calmed down and is ready to talk to Matt more seriously.
And Matt is standing over by the collage of whatever the hell he's got going on. Just kind of arms crossed, looking at everything.
Okay, so basically, I don't want to keep coming to blows with Bella here. But the more I looked into it, despite whatever the hell everything is, Al seems to be the most direct link. The problem is, if Edwin is tied up, it very well may be a one ring type of situation. Bella and I both I got a sense of danger, and the whole spiders, I know you're gonna get sick of me saying it, spiders thing is definitely tied to that vision, to the vision I had when Al killed Ben, and tied to whatever the hell is going on. It's unfortunately, it seems, whether Edwin is knowingly part of it or not, I'm not sure, but Al has his hands somewhere in this. And that's, you can guess how terrifying that could be.
Now, are you absolutely certain that, one, Al has anything to do with this. And 2, Edwin might be involved or attached in some way. Like, absolutely, absolutely certain.
When it comes to Al, when it comes to this metaphysical shit, as certain as I can. Edwin straight up gaslit me. Like, I told him about the vision, various connections, and he looked me dead in the eye and said that they were meaning. Or that my ability to sense things through touching an object, which is much more concrete than a premonition, was bullshit on this. And straight to my face. So whether or not he was connecting the vision or not, I don't know. But Edwin definitely knew about the danger of that ring.
Well, all right. When it comes to the visions, I got no clue. I can't do what you or Bella or Charlie can do. I got nothing. So you could sit there and explain it to me until, the sun comes up. And I wouldn't know what the fuck to tell you. Because that is not that is not the canvas in which I draw.
Well, here's the other thing. It even ties back as much as Blood Bank. Okay, so think of it like one of those eureka moments. Light bulb, bling bling. Basically, Al, we don't know how long Al has been here. The connections between Ben and Al run before Prince Isabella leaving. They run before Blood Bank was even established or found out. There might be ties to the previous Oracle, this Athena, but those are less concrete. The problem with it is the knowledge on Al before Blood Bank is so limited, but ultimately it's kind of come down to he's the only one who could have put he is the most centralized what could have been put into action. Like I said, this could be as much an ancient trap that just got set off after forever, way before. It could what my research led me to was that it could have just been something that had been set up before Al was decided to be Camarilla. Yeah, as long as he was. But that doesn't mean that it's not a possible issue. I still don't know where the desire to... Anyway, he shakes his head, trying to clear it. The imagery ties to a lot of more ancient stuff, more old stuff. But I do know for a fact that ring was tied to the possible death of Isabella in some way. Maybe, that might be me prescribing things to it, but the sense of death to it also gave me the sense of the prince.
Or someone related to her.
Pause. Like Carmine.
No, not who I was talking about. Anyway,
they all are probably right. There's probably nothing to be done about it. But
just you have to be delicate, especially when it comes to people like Al. Because
I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not sure if you remember the last time before we dealt with Ben.
I need you to understand. I was in Ben's base when that flamethrower went off. Wasn't as
Yeah.
bad as the heist, but it was pretty close. I missed it by a hair.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would like to further avoid anything flammable or fire related with this group in the future.
Oh, I agree. I agree completely, actually. Besides, it's not like we can do anything with Bella ready to go to arms when it comes to Al.
Yeah, that's another thing. I
I don't want to fight with her either. I'm not going to use it as an excuse for my actions. But no, but
like I was
don't want
saying,
to.
I get it. But like I was saying, we got to take this slow. We can't rush into it. Because we will make far too many mistakes. The heist would have gone a lot better if I'd have had like an extra week of planning. But we got through it with what we did. It could have gone better.
I agree. Listen. I agree. There was no but to that statement. I know. God, it's hard to talk about this right. I don't think any different. Despite what I may have said to the contrary. If I did. You know me. You know that I advocate doing things right.
Yeah, which is why I was confused as to what happened when I walked in here, because we had you wanting to go off half-cocked, Bella not wanting tea, and Gray being
I'm worried about him.
little black rain cloud. I still want to figure that one out.
I know he'd never come to me in a moment of vulnerability. I really do worry about him. That is so un-Gray like. I can only imagine something truly terrible happen. If it affects Gray, it's something big.
I need a drink.
And he just clumsily raises his arm and then blinks and quickly puts it back down again. Just ignore that.
Right.
That was a poor taste.
Nick, please give me a wisdom insight.
Okay. Three successes.
See how quickly they turn on you. Say something they don't like to hear. And they're ready to throw you to the wolves. You're on to something. They're scared of that. Are you gonna let them back you down into a corner?
They're not exactly. In some ways. They're not being unwise. Would be less advantageous, but they really have a use if they're going to be so problematic.
With only 3 successes, Matthew, you hear Nicholas having a conversation with someone there. Not fully aware that this isn't in their head.
Well, instinctively, Matt would activate Sense the Unseen just to make sure that that person they're talking to isn't there.
There is... you know what? Give me wits and aspects.
Nope. Messy crit, and I tried to fix it. Yep, 5 with a messy.
Okay. You are going to gain the paranoia compulsion. As you activate the ability, you begin examining Nick. I'm going to roll real quick. Okay. As you are examining Nick, you notice that there is a weird glow seeming to radiate off of his eyeballs. And as you are spotting this, Nick, the voice speaks again. Well, it seems someone can't mind their business.
Nick's eyes lock back in onto Matt.
In that moment, his eyes flash back to normal.
Back in what you see. Nick will slowly get up.
Fuck was that?
My son wants to die towards the molehill, don't he? That, my dear con artist, is someone you don't want to mess with. You think Al is big and mighty. You think Edwin might be dangerous. They're just uncouth savages. Waiting for someone who knows how to cultivate some culture. Just be minding yourself. Not me you have to be scared of. I'd really like it if you stop interfering. A little lump version of myself. He's just me waiting to be. It's just a piece that hasn't been stamped out so that the better man can rise.
Right. Well, you know what? You continue to talk to yourself, and I'm gonna go do something productive, like not deal with your bullshit right now, Geppetto. So you have a good one. And he's gonna try to make his way towards the door.
Does Nick do anything as Matthew heads to the door?
Hey, is the stake gun in the apartment?
No.
God, thank God. Without turning, Nick will just chuckle. There are no secrets from a seer, Matthew. Eventually, I'll find out what actually hurts. Keep that in mind. Toodaloo.
As he opens the door, he just kind of turns over and looks. Yeah, but you see, that's the bullshit when it comes to con men. We lie by telling the truth. There's nothing you have heard that you can use against me.
Like, as he finishes, Nick's like, what? Fuck!
Yeah, this is... I'll be back. And he'll just shut the door and walk off.
What is on Matthew's mind as he is stepping out of the ascent?
Now he's starting to wonder if maybe that's not so much just some personality quirk, if there's somebody actually lowjacking Nick's brain. And now he's worried that maybe there's some sort of connections that he really doesn't want to, talk to Bella or Gray about right now, because who knows what the hell's going on with them. So he's just going to go wander and try to chill out and calm down and, if necessary, eat something.
Okay. And what is on Nicholas's mind as Matthew leaves?
As the door closes, Nick looks at where he was just sitting. He vaguely remembers getting up, vaguely remembers everything, and it just stares at his hands. And then just looks at the closest wall and screams as he just starts punching it and punching it. And he will continue to do so until all possible feeling is gone from both his knuckles. And until his voice is gone.
Okay. Just a moment. Your coterie seems to have some strain about it, as you each, for the most part, go your separate ways and handle what you need to handle. You spend the remainder of the evening reflecting or partying, or just trying to forget, more accurate. Sometime in the night, about a couple hours after your confrontation with each other in the ascent, you each receive a text. You don't recognize the phone number. It is an image of what looks to be the exit of the drainage pipe that you guys took in order to find Benjamin's hideout those few months ago. With the message, "We need to meet." -X. And that is Roleplaying session. Thank you very much for tagging along this evening, and we'll see what they get up to next week. We'll see you on the next chapter.